Well, as of yesterday, July 25th, I turned 41 years old. And before that, I thought about doing this video to kind of look back at, some childhood memories. Basically, look back at some things I used to have as a kid. Now, two of the things I do physically have here in the home. One of them is packed away in the garage, and one, of course, is right behind me. However, the other item that I used to have as a kid, I cannot find. I mean, I'm looking online, seeing if it is available to buy off eBay, and if it is, and it's at a reasonable price, I'll definitely try to get my hands on it. But what are these childhood memories that I am talking about? Well, the first one is the Voltron Racetrack. This was an electronic racetrack that came out during the popularity of Voltron. And the way you controlled it was you had two wired controllers based off the yellow and red lion. And you connected these controllers into the control slot on one of the tracks. And basically, after you put it all together, you were able to control the lions and have a race. Now, as you get older, of course, you either find a way to keep these items with you, basically have your parents agree to put them aside so you'll have them with you as you get older, or you give them away, or they get broken. My assumption is the later two. My Voltron track was given away, and it was also broken. Now, thankfully, several years ago, I was able to reacquire the Voltron Lion Force racetrack, and I was just ecstatic to finally get it back. In fact, I have a video of me doing a package opening of getting it back into my possession. But believe it or not, from that time period, which I think was 2015, it had been almost 30 years. Almost 30 years since I had it. And I have it now back in my possession. Although, like I said, it's one of the items that's packed away in the garage. The other item that I had as a kid, and I will be showing you pictures, hopefully you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But this other picture, of course, is of something that I do have as well back in my collection. And that is the Powermaster Optimus Prime. And how do I know I have it back in my collection? That's how. Yes, that is the original Powermaster Optimus Prime. Now, not the original I used to have as a kid, which I got, I think, for my 9th or 10th birthday. Oh no. This is one I had to buy online, just like the Voltron Racetrack. I had to reacquire it. And I was glad I did. And believe it or not, I didn't get it off eBay. I got it off Amazon. That's right, I got it off Amazon. As soon as they were talking about the reissue of the new Powermaster, which also added on the new edition of, what was it, Godmaster Prime, or Giga God, or whatever. I can't pronounce it right. I'm sorry about that. But even though I was happy they were re-releasing it and bringing over the Japanese version of it as well, nothing beats basically the original, and that's why I wanted to get the original. I wanted to get it back in my collection. And I was happy I did. And I know there are other figures out there that I could probably collect in the future, or try to reacquire in the future. Like I said, earlier with the Voltron track, I didn't think I'd be able to find it again, and I did. And I have it back in my possession. But the Powermaster Optimus Prime, though, is one of those figures that at the time, I never really had many Transformers. I mean, I had a few Transformers, I had a few Ninja Turtles, stuff like that, but I never had any Optimus Primes or anything. The only thing I ever had were Grapple and Goldbug, and I think it was Slag or Sludge of the Dinobots, and that was it. But I was happy, though, that on that birthday, when I ended up getting Powermaster Optimus Prime, I was just ecstatic, because it was my first big Transformer. So I was happy to get it, and I was even happier to get it back. Or reacquire it, that is. Even though it's not the same, although it could be, you never know. I was just happy to get it back in my possession. The other one is something that's kind of unique. And I've looked online for this. And this thing, everybody knows it exists. It's a Knight Rider steering wheel. Those playable... Well, here's what I mean. Back when we were kids, back when I was a kid, from the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, and maybe even up till now, they had these little toy things that had like a little... It's like a front of a vehicle, front of a car. It had a steering wheel and a driving stick. And the one I had was of Knight Rider. That's right. It was this figure once you see it on the screen. I had this figure back when I was a kid too. My parents got it for me because basically it kept me busy. It allowed me to pretend like I was driving, and it had a little, a walkie-talkie on it. Well, not a real walkie-talkie, but still. I can't remember whether or not it was battery powered or it was, or wasn't, I should say. But I was happy with it. I enjoyed it. And I've looked online, and it is around. But the question is it available through eBay or someplace? Because if it's available at a decent price, I would like to get it back. I'd like to reacquire it. But yeah, when I was a kid, I had this, and I enjoyed it. Now, there were other items I had as a kid as well, and I wish I had pictures of them. I really do. But there were a lot of items I had as a kid. In fact, I even had a Voltron Dot Board. Now, it wasn't a dot board that you just hang up and it's a picture. No, it was one of those one of those scroll dot boards that you scroll down, you put on the back of your door. And it wasn't real darts either. It was Velcro balls. You had the picture of the Voltron robot in the middle, and you had these yellow balls with these red Velcro across them. And I used to throw that at times at that board when I didn't have really much else to do, So I had that too, and I wish I could find a picture of that somewhere. I also had something that was very, very precious to me, but well, not precious. Well, it was kind of precious. It was kind of like very close to me, and obviously my parents got this at a thrift store or a Kmart or something like that, and it was a monkey plush. It was a monkey stuffed animal called Buddy. That's what he was called, and he had like yellow and like brown, like what was it? Brown. I can't think of the name right now. He had like it was like yellow arms, and trying to think of he had like a brown tank top or something like that. I can't think of the name right now. The jeans or something. I can't think of the kind of like vest jeans, if you will, or like the tank top jeans, something like that. I can't think of it. Maybe you guys can help me out. I know what it's called, but I can't think of it for some reason right now. But he was kind of designed like that, and I used to sleep with that stuffed animal every night as a kid. And as I got older, basically disappeared. Last thing I heard, my family, my mom mostly stored it away in plastic, and it's probably somewhere stored away in the garage in one of her totes. But I can't say. But yeah, I used to... Overalls, that's what they are. Overall jeans, what it was. He was, like I said, it was yellow arms, and he was like overalls, jean overalls, if you will, but brown. And again, I used to have that around me all the time. In fact, if I find a picture of it, I could show you. Hopefully you'll see it here, I don't know. But yeah, I had those kind of items as a kid, and I was just ecstatic, with some of them. Mostly, like I said, when it came to the Powermaster, the Voltron Racetrack, and the Knight Rider thing, and my buddy was always, along with me all the time. But I used to have those things and I was happy. I was really happy. And I can't really say any more than that. But I thought I'd just come on here and share some memories of figures, toys I used to have as a kid. If you guys have any memories, let me know down below. Maybe do a video response. Michael Mercy, I'd like to hear if you have any memories of stuff you used to have and either reacquire or trying to reacquire. Let me know what you guys all think down below. Talk to y'all later, and I'm out.